MMA Whiz Kid, where a kid calls the fights before the pros do. I'm Brody, your host, and this big beluga is...
I'm Dad, the co-host.
He's embarrassed. Today we're recapping Noche UFC and looking ahead at UFC Perth.
UFC Noche was a pretty awesome card, wasn't it?
Yes, Noche UFC truly delivered. It brought big knockouts, upsets, and bonuses all over the place.
Oh yeah? Who was the main fighter that night?
Diego Lopes TKO'd Jean Silva in round number 2, or as I like to call it in my Bruce Buffer voice, excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mike Beltran called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 48 seconds in the second round, declaring the winner by TKO Diego Lopes.
Shoo, Bruce Buffer, you better watch out because the Whiz Kid's coming for your job next too. Well, that was a pretty awesome fight. I'd say, I mean, it looked like Silva was just starting to try and get comfortable, thought he was going to be able to march down Lopez, didn't he?
Yes, I wanted Jean Silva to win.
I believe Diego Lopes showed that there might be levels to this game, wouldn't you say?
Yes, the crowd loved Diego Lopes that night.
Yeah, he's a superstar. He definitely brings a lot of energy, right?
The UFC gave him both Fight of the Night and Performance of the Night bonuses.
Shoot, he's got a lot of energy, and you can tell the crowd loves him, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about Rob Font and David Martinez? How did that fight go?
I thought the experience would beat the unexperienced, but I guess the Whiz Kid was wrong. I was wrong. I admit it. I was wrong.
Hey, we all miss him. You never know how these fights are going to turn out, right? You would think the veteran in Rob Font would be able to, you know, stymie that pressure that Martinez put on, but he looked good, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. His striking was just phenomenal. I was surprised at Rob Font. I thought he would be able to do better, but then at the third round, at the last second, I was like, Rob, get up! Get up!
Well, it seemed like that ending really could have been what won him the fight, right?
I mean, yeah. I think David Martinez may have thought that he won by TKO at the last second of the round.
Yeah, it was a good fight. David Martinez proved himself. Now he's got a ranking next to his name, doesn't he?
Now he's the number 9 in the world.
Wow. To go from, that was his second UFC fight or third?
Second.
Second UFC fight, and now he's a ranked fighter because of that opportunity he took advantage of, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Rafa Garcia, what a finish.
I was surprised by that. I mean, that was a great fight. I mean, that could have been Fight of the Night right there. Their striking was just phenomenal. It was basically the end of Gaethje and Holloway all over again, but the striking engaging lasted longer than I thought it would.
Yeah, and I think reports came out that Jared Gordon might have been injured going into that fight, right?
Yes, Bilal Muhammad said that Jared Gordon got hit by a car right before the weigh-ins.
And they said it messed up his knee or something, right?
Yes, it messed up his ACL.
Well, he didn't look like himself. He didn't seem like he was able to push forward like he normally does. But hey, hats off to Garcia, man. Like, both of those guys were playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Do you even remember what that is?
Yes.
Kelvin Gastelum was also on the card, right?
Uh-huh. And he truly delivered that he is the experienced.
Yeah, experienced, but he missed weight by 5 pounds.
I found that out like a day after we made our second episode, which was 2 weeks ago.
And the hard part for me to imagine is he used to fight at 170. And now he's fighting at 185 and he still can't make weight. I wonder how much he's actually having to cut in order to get down to 185.
I mean, he had an opportunity to fight Donald Cerrone in 2016, but unfortunately he missed his chance.
But was that at 170?
Yeah, I was at 170.
Wow. Yeah, he probably wouldn't have made weight. That's probably why it didn't. He's becoming the notorious one of, not Conor McGregor, but the one that is notorious for missing weight. And now it's almost like, how do you put him in any big fights because you can't depend on him at this point?
Kelvin, the notorious of missing weight Gastelum.
Hey, there's your new nickname, Kelvin. Prove us wrong. Prove us wrong.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Kelvin looked really sharp. He looked really fast, right? Mm-hmm. But I feel bad for Dustin because I feel like had that weight not have happened like it would have and Kelvin had to really deplete his body to make weight, that fight might have looked different. What do you think?
Well, I'm just happy for Dustin Stoltzfus because he got an extra $50K.
Hey, There you go, Dustin. At least you got something out of the deal, right? Any other fights stand out that you want to talk about?
Yes, Santiago Luna getting a knockout over Kwang Lee and also earning a performance bonus.
Ooh. Oh, that was a nasty knockout too, wasn't it? Oh, was it a sleeper?
Oh, man, that was a sleeper.
What else? Anything else stand out to you?
How boring the fight between Tatiana Suarez and Amanda Lemos was.
Yeah.
I thought Amanda Lemos won that, though. Because I thought Amanda won the second round.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was literally almost about to finish Tatiana Suarez in this third round.
Yeah.
Man, the striking of Amanda Lemos was phenomenal. So, give it applause for Amanda Lemos.
Well, but she couldn't stay off the ground. Well, the striking can only be so good, right, if you can't stay off your back. And it seemed like Tatiana Suarez did a great job of getting her to the ground, and that was her game plan. Get her to the ground and try and win by controlling her. What do you think?
Well, Lemos got a guillotine. I mean, it was deep. Everyone thought it was going to end, and I almost thought it was going to end.
Yeah.
But then Tatiana Suarez got out and somehow won by split decision.
Well, Brody feels some kind of way about that. But you picked Tatiana Suarez to win that fight, so you got it right. But you don't think she really won the fight.
I don't think she deserved that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, sometimes those wrestling fights can be boring ones. At the end of the day, she did control her. And so somebody saw control being more than punishment, right? Mm-hmm. And so, hey, they lived to fight another day, but she got win bonus for that too, huh? Yeah.
Yep, she got her win bonus.
All right, so you were probably 75% in your picks this past week, right? I mean, you got
terrible.
a bunch of them right. I thought you did great, especially after the first week, right?
Mm-hmm.
First week might have been a struggle, but guess what? He's showing improvement, so watch out. The Whiz Kid's on fire.
Maybe next week it'll be 80.
Let's shoot for 80.
Or 90.
Who else fought on UFC Noche? Let's give a quick rapid fire round so people can know what happened if they missed it.
Rapid fire.
Go.
Alexander Hernandez knocked out Bruno Ferreira in the second round.
Oh, yeah? Was it vicious?
Vicious knockout. Fire! Oh! Ah! And here's the bird watching me.
All right, who else we got?
Dusko Todorovic submitted Jose Daniel Medina in the first round.
Great submission. And I think he might have just kept his job at the UFC. What do you say?
Yes, I never seen a performance so dominant by Dusko Todorovic.
Yeah, and Medina, I think it's safe to say he's probably not going to get another contract, but you live to fight another day. Hopefully he gets into another promotion.
Thank you for your service in the military and in the UFC.
There you go. All right, anybody else fight?
Jesus Alcantara defeated Louis Garulli, or as they call him, Lewis, by unanimous decision. That's pretty much it for Noche UFC. And now, let's talk about UFC Perth, Western Australia.
Ooh, who's the headliner for that one?
Carlos Ulberg taking on the former two-time title challenger, Dominick Reyes, who is on a hot streak right now.
He's looking good. Hopefully he can sustain that. My only question is, does the pressure get to him? Is that why he struggled before when he fought John Jones? And who else he get beat by?
Jan Blachowicz, Yuri Prohaska, Ryan Spann.
Yeah.
That was his 4-fight losing streak.
But he had that big fight against John Jones, which a lot of people say he won.
I thought John Jones won.
Did you? Okay. Fair enough.
Close fight.
And he's taking on who from... Where's he from?
New Zealand.
And who is he fighting?
Carlos Ulberg.
Okay. Oh, he trains with Izzy.
Yes, he's coming off a unanimous and boring, or as we call it in this country, your boring decision over Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah, was that a slow fight? What happened in that fight?
We are going slow-mo this time, so we are very slow. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so it was that slow. All right, massive fight in the main event. Who's the co-main?
Unfortunately, the fight between Ibo Aslan and Junior Tafa is no longer a fight, so, I was 100% picking Ibo Aslan.
All right, so that's the co-main event that's not happening. What's the co-main event that's actually happening?
Jimmy Crute is now taking on Ivan Urslan in the light heavyweight division.
Okay, and that's a 3-round fight, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay, what? Jimmy Crute, Where's he from?
He's from Australia.
Okay, and then Urslan, tell me, do you know anything about him?
He's coming off a 2 straight losing streak in the UFC. In his first fight, he lost to Ian Cutelaba by split decision, and in his second fight, he fought Navajo Sterling and lost by unanimous decision.
Okay, and Navajo Sterling's on this card as well, right?
Yes, and we'll get to that later.
So why are they putting a guy with a 2-fight losing streak on against Jimmy Crute?
I guess they just want to highlight Jimmy Crute in this time.
Hey, Jimmy Crute, looks like this is your opportunity.
Don't be silly, jump the gilly.
We'll find out if Dustin Poirier is in attendance or not.
I don't think so. Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
Probably not. Alright, who else we got on the main card?
Jack Jenkins is taking on Ramon Tavares from Jacksonville.
Ooh, Jack Jenkins. Is he the... He's a... Man, I've heard that name a bunch. What is he very known for in the UFC?
He breaks legs.
Wow. So his leg kicks are powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Even though he's coming off a loss, he has very powerful leg kicks.
So why did he lose his last fight? Do you remember? I feel like he got taken down and he just couldn't get off the ground.
He got taken down and he couldn't get up from off the ground.
And he's fighting our hometown guy, Ramon Tavares, right?
He's coming off a loss to Davey Grant. They're both coming off losses.
Okay.
And now Ramon Tavares is going up to featherweight. And he had an opportunity to fight Peyton Talbot.
Okay. At 35, but now he's going up to 45?
That could have been a huge fight.
Well, I'm assuming the weight cut might have been a lot, and so he was excited about moving up. I mean, these guys, you could tell, these guys are not upset when they have to move up in weight, so they don't have to make such a big weight cut.
Look at Max Holloway.
Yep.
He's the BMF champion because he fought in lightweight.
Look at Makhachev, right? He's excited to go up to 70 so he doesn't have to cut so much weight.
Boo.
I mean, imagine like Dustin Poirier and Conor, all those guys were fighting at featherweight, and then eventually they fight at 170 at times, right? So, big weight cuts. Who else you got on the main card that we need to be paying attention to?
Whew, I got another big highlight fight on the main card between Jake Matthews and Neil Magny.
Ooh, now that's a fight I'm excited about. Now,
Fight alert. Fight alert. Fight
both
alert.
of these guys have been in the UFC for a while.
Oof, man, that's a long time.
Jake Matthews has been in the UFC since, I think, you were born, right?
Yeah, 2014. Actually, a few months before I was born.
Wow. So he's been in the UFC for 11 years then, because you're about to be 11. Not quite yet, but Neil Magny's been in the UFC for a while as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think's going to happen in this fight?
Man, I'd like to say Neil Magny, but I got a feeling in my heart that it's Jake Matthews.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, both of them are gritty fighters that, I mean, they both have a lot of experience. So I think the test is going to be who can push the other one forward. And whoever keeps the other one on the back foot, I think that's the one who's going to take over. What do you think?
I'll say if Neil Magny even leaves the smallest opening, that Jake Matthews can submit him or finish him off.
Yeah, well, you got to think, Neil Magny's tough. He's durable, but when he got beat by Ian Gary, it was because of leg kicks. Took his legs out from him, and he was no good after that because he moves a lot, right?
Yes, and Neil Magny's coming off a win over Aleski DeSantos.
Okay.
I don't know his full name, but I'm just going to say Aleski DeSantos.
There you go. I think that sounds close enough. It's probably better than anybody on the other screen or here. No, other than you. So you're right. Winner, winner.
Yeah, winner, chicken dinner.
Okay, what else? We got a bunch of Aussie fighters on this card. Anybody else you want to mention?
Justin Tafa is taking on Louis Sutherland from a different organization and making his UFC debut.
Against Justin Tafa. I'm assuming that means he's probably pretty good, right? Justin Tafa's a big boy.
Big boy, big boy. He's a really big boy. He's really fat and big boy.
Hey, but he packs a punch and he's got some heavy leg kicks. So, what is this Sutherland guy? What's his background? Is he a striker? Is he a grappler? Do you know anything about him?
I've never heard of this guy.
So, we're going to find out who he is and what he's all about in this fight, because when you come in fighting against
Justin
Tafa,
Tafa.
yeah, it should be a big one. So, what else you got on the card?
Tom Nolan is taking on Charlie Campbell.
Hey, anybody else?
Sterling is taking on Rodolfo Boledo in the featured prelim.
So that should be a big fight. So Navajo Sterling, he trains with Izzy and those guys, right?
Yeah, and Carlos Ulberg.
Okay, so you got two guys that are in the same camp at least. There might be more on this card that train with them.
More? Bum, bum,
rankings. But now he's fighting against who? Beleda?
Yeah, Rodolfo Beleda was coming off a no contest because of his, which Stephen Wonderboy Thompson calls this, great acting in the octagon.
Ooh, oh, that was the one that...
Legal up kick at the last second of the round.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. I mean, you have to believe that fighters aren't going to act to get out of a contest so that way they can't get their win money because they train so hard. But it did look like acting to me, too. Mm-hmm. But we'll see.
I mean, because did you see what he looked like? This video will show you.
So shocked to see it because he looks at the ref.
Yeah,
like
I mean, it looked pretty bad.
Oh, no. I'm so shocked to see it because he looks at the ref.
And he literally
like,
was like,
look.
And then it was like and then like 30 seconds later, he's like,
He did play like possum. It almost seemed like
possum.
Exactly. All right, Brody. Now you know what time it is. We've talked about a bunch of the fights, but we're getting ready to get into lightning round.
Woo! Lightning round! I can feel the heat!
Well, or we're going to call it rapid fire.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting what rapid fire is.
It means we go fast.
Oh. Because that's sonic speed?
Sonic speed. There we go. All right, here's where Brody's going to give his picks. Now, you on the other end, you might want to support him or you might not.
How about you put your picks in the comments below so I feel better about myself this week?
The Whiz Kid says he wants to compete with you to see who's going to get more right. Put your fight picks in the comments below and let's see who the winner is. All right, starting from the first fight of the night, we're going to go all the way through, but we're going to go fast. The judges are ready. The fans are ready. The world is ready.
Make some noise if you are ready!
Woo! All right. Lightning round. Ready, set, go. Loma Luke Boonmi against Alexia Dayanara. Who you got?
I'm going with Alexia Dayanara.
All right. Michelle Montague versus Luana Carolina.
Luana Carolina. And that's not just because her name is easier to say.
But why? Because you think she's going to win?
I don't know who half of the fighters that are fighting on this card, so I'm just guessing.
All right. Colby Thicknessy versus Josias Musasa. Who you got?
I'm going with Josiah Musasa.
All right, so Brody is totally guessing right now, so don't be following him on these picks. But hey, you never know, he might be right. Next, Jamie Malarkey versus Rolando Bedoya.
I'm going with Jamie Malarkey.
I like that pick. All right, Jonathan McAuliffe versus Oban Elliott.
Well, man, that's a tough one. Man, it's even a pickup right now, but I'm gonna have to go with Oban Elliott.
I like that pick. Good pick. Cameron Rouston versus Andre Petrosky.
Ah, man, I don't know who that guy is. Cameron Rouston. I've never heard of the other guy, but I'm just gonna go with Andre Petrosky.
Okay, Navajo Sterling versus Rodolfo Bellato.
I go with Navajo Sterling.
Okay. Do you think that's going to end early, or do you think that's going to go to a decision?
Probably second round or third round knockout.
Ooh, Navajo Sterling, let's go. Live up to expectations. Come on.
Yeah.
You train with Izzy. You train with these guys. It's time for you to show up.
And by the way, the only person that's ever that's the only person that's ever knocked out, Rodolfo Beleda is Vitor Petrino. Ironic, isn't it? He fought him 2 times, one in a different organization and one in the Contender Series.
Okay. But you still think that it's Navajo Sterling's going to get the win?
Maybe not. Only time will tell.
That's right. All right. Let's go to the main event.
Wait up, main card.
Let's go to the main card. Tom Nolan versus Charlie Campbell.
I'm going with Tom Nolan.
Okay, Justin Tafa versus Louis Sutherland. Heavyweight fight.
I'm going with Justin Tafa. Tafa on this one.
Jake Matthews versus Neil Magny.
Going with Jake Matthews.
How's that going to finish?
Submission or TKO.
Okay, hey. Sounds like Jake Matthews is going to get that win. Jimmy Crute versus Ivan Erslan.
I'm going with Jimmy Crute.
Okay, and then the main event. Let's talk about it. Carlos Ulberg versus Dominick Reyes. Who you got?
I'm going to have to say it's going to be a close fight. I'm not picking a fighter for the main event, but I'm going to just have to say it's going to be a close fight.
But who do you want to win? Let's go there.
Okay, I want Dominick Reyes to win, but I got a feeling in my heart that it's going to be Carlos Ulberg.
Okay, well, we shall see. Brody the Whiz Kid is giving you live picks right now. And do you have any fun facts that you want to share with us to close this thing out?
Well, we just had an update and confirmation that Rafael Vaziv is out of his main event against Charles Brox Oliveira.
So he got injured, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so who's going to replace Fiziev?
Matuiz Gamrot is stepping in. I sent this to you like 3 days ago.
You did.
When the announcement came out, I'm like, Matuiz Gamrot? And you're like, I don't know, that's not going to happen.
Well, you were right again. Shame on me for ever second guessing your thought process in the MMA world.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I admit it here, folks. I'm okay. I'm okay with admitting that. All right? I think that's going to be a big fight either way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think now that Fiziev's out, I'm bummed. I like watching Fiziev. But watching Gamrot, dude, he just pushes forward. He's never going to give up on a takedown.
Hey, Beneil Dariush versus Matuiz Gamrot. Best lightweight fight ever.
You think so?
Yes.
Where was that fight at?
That was at Abu Dhabi.
Okay. That was a while ago. All right, let's go right into fun facts with the Whiz Kid. All right, fun facts with the Whiz Kid. We got UFC coming to the White House. Who are your top 5 fights that you would like to see take place?
I'd have to say Jim Miller versus Edson Barbosa. I think Edson Barbosa is going to retire in that fight.
Ooh, okay, what else?
Conor McGregor just announced that he is potentially fighting Michael Chandler at the White House next year.
Okay, you think that's actually going to happen, though? Conor McGregor was this close to fighting Michael Chandler, and he backed out a week before the fight.
I know that the world doesn't trust him anymore, but I got a feeling that that fight might happen.
Hey, if he wants his name back in the limelight, sometimes that's what you got to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a fighter. He'll come back and fight, I hope. Who should headline UFC at the White House?
I'd have to say that it will be John Jones versus Tom Aspinall, even though the logics are not fully accurate.
Why? Does somebody not like that pick, or what happened?
Dana White doesn't like that.
Oh, he doesn't think he can trust John Jones. Who else do you think would be on that card?
I think there would be a BMF championship between the Pride of Hawaii, Max Holloway, will take on Dan Hooker.
Ooh, I like that fight. Come on, UFC. The Whiz Kid is giving you picks. Take advantage of these things because he's laying it out right before you.
Well, it also has to do if he wins against Arman Sarukian or if he loses to Arman Sarukian, which we don't even know if the fight's going to happen because he's still recovering from his hand injury.
Okay, who's that?
Dan Hooker.
Well, I think that's all the time for today's UFC update with the Whiz Kid.
Noche UFC gave us highlight reel moments, and I hope UFC Perth does the same. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss all of our videos.
And we'll be back next week for more MMA Whiz Kid with Brody.
See you next time on the MMA Whiz Kid, where a kid calls the fights before the pros do. God bless.